Alright, so it is recording. So, what do you know about 9/11? Or what happened? Where were you?
I was working at a medical supply store when it came on the radio. I was shocked that the terrorists had blowed up
The the center, the trade center
yes.
in New York
Yes,
City.
honey,
There
the
was
trade
the
center.
Pentagon. There's 4 planes that crashed into. So, how, you were at the medical center. How did you feel about that?
I was shocked. Like I said, I was shocked. I couldn't believe that the terrorist was over here blowing up things in the United States.
Why couldn't you believe that?
Because we're a free country, and we just don't do things like this to other countries.
What about people that you were working with? How?
They were all surprised. We stopped working for a while to find out what was going on, and we seen it blowing up. And
was everyone quiet in the medical center?
Yes, everyone was quiet, trying to find out what the world was going on.
How long did it last?
What, the explosions and oh my goodness, honey, I can't really say how long it lasts, but it lasted long enough to kill right many people that was at the trade center. And that was awful. Why anybody would want to kill all them people? I was so shocked. I was just so shocked that they would do such stuff.
Did you know anyone?
No, I didn't know.
In the trade center?
No, honey, I didn't know anyone that was involved in the trade center.
Or anything close to that?
Got killed because of terrorists.
Have you visited before?
No, honey, but I've seen it on the television. I've seen where they had markers of all the names that got killed. And still, I don't believe they found everyone that was under the rubbish and all. I don't think they found everyone. It's so sad for the families.
How do you know? How did the nation and its leaders come together in the days following September 11th? How did they come together?
A lot of people was trying to find the people that was in under all that rubbish and all.
So are you saying citizens, including firefighters, were looking?
Firefighters, everyone, honey, was looking for the people that was under that rubbish.
How do you think that this 9/11 thing occurred? How did you think that this changed Americans?
It made us more aware that there's more terrorists out here than what they thought there was, and USA needs to get rid of these terrorists coming over here, trying to destroy our wonderful USA.
What aspects of American life do you think were changed after the 9/11 terrorist attacks? What do you think changed? Like, were there laws made? Was something changed to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Well, I'm not sure about that because I was working and trying to raise a family and so forth. But I think they're more cautious in the airports of who's coming over here. The people that's in other countries, and hopefully, with our new president now, Donald Trump, that maybe this won't happen anymore. Only God knows, and I hope not. We need a strong leader to protect our country, protect the USA.
What are your thoughts about and feelings toward the killing of Osama bin Laden, which was the leader of the terrorists
Well,
attack.
I don't believe in killing people, but you know what? USA has helped so many people, but it's time for USA to get rid of these terrorists. Yes, I agree. They should have got rid of him, but
They did.
still,
They did. They killed him.
yes, they did, and still, but there's more out here
Why do you feel this way?
because this is our country. We're free over here, and I feel like no one needs to come over here and do such horrible things in our country because we're a good country over here. We don't have terrorists, USA terrorists over here, and we don't need them in our country to try to destroy our country.
In your opinion, are there any lessons to be learned from what happened on
Oh.
9/11?
Oh yes, I think that like I said, that they need to put a stop to people coming over here in our country. In other countries, they need to stop people from coming over here that's outside our country. I mean, that might sound harsh, but we have to protect the USA. This has never happened that I know of over here, and we need to put a halt to it.
Do you remember the year that September 11th occurred? (2001).
Was it 2001? I
2001.
thought it was 2001 or 2002. 2001, 9/11, yes, September 11th. That's something none of us will ever forget over here in the USA.
How do you feel about the idea of the Trade Center, them rebuilding it?
I think it's awesome, and we need to protect that building. But I think there's people out here, I don't know that much about politics, but that's out here, and hopefully that they will assure us that this won't happen again.
Do you think that there should be a museum only for 9/11 and what happened that day? Should
Yes,
there
I
be a
do.
museum?
Yes, I do. Make people aware. I'm sure so many people, thousands of people are aware of what's happened because it was televised on TV. What happened, and I think it's a good thing. And the ones that's doing this need to be stopped to make sure this won't happen again. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm sure there's someone intelligent enough, like Donald Trump, to figure out how to stop this.
Okay.
But you can't be pussyfooting around. You got to do what you got to do. Don't use your name pussyfooting around.
Okay, last question.
I'm
Okay,
not very good.
last question is, do you think that children in the future should also know about this terrorist attack that happened in
Yes,
9/11?
I do. I think
Even though they weren't born into it?
it doesn't matter. They need to recognize and know
What's out here?
what's going on in this
Mhm.
world, so they can be aware. I don't think nothing should be hid from teenagers. They teach all kinds of stuff in school. They need to teach the kids, which I'm sure I'm not, that they are aware of what happened on 9/11. And that's a good thing because they need to know what's going on in the world they live in.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you very much for your interview.